We continue our meditation on a few Advent themes from Gemma Simonds' Advent book, Donkey Roads and Camel Tracks. The image in the Sistine Chapel of God creating the sun and the moon is not for the faint-hearted. It shows the judging God. The look of his wrathful determination on his face that could melt the flesh off the bones, with this force he is creating the planets and is judging the earth. But it's not about creation. This portrait looks like the God of judgment that many inwardly believe in by paying lip service to the God of kindness and mercy. This is God the lawmaker who watches and judges our every thought and deed, punishing every infraction, however small. This idea of this God, the God of the Sistine Chapel, coming close to us is not a happy one, and few people would find the idea of taking refuge here a comforting thought. However, after an extended and brutal period of conflict in Gaza and beyond, some may find it uncomfortable to read the psalmist's confident words about God's sovereign power emanating from Zion, the city of God. The images of the Sistine Chapel seem to express this exercise of power to maximum effect. But while Psalm 46 sings of the sovereignty of God over the whole earth, it is not a sovereignty of brutality and force. And this is the point which we can make in Advent, that the God of Advent, the God of who is judging us, is not a sovereignty of brutality and force. When God is shown in power, he is portrayed as ruling with power, which arbitrates definitely between warring nations. God rules according to a criteria of peace rather than aggression, and it is a peace which is not manipulative and based on self-interest, but a transformative power aimed at changing the fundamental dynamics of human relationships. By this judging of the God of Advent, we are invited to be still and know God. It's an invitation to know who it truly is that has creation in hand. An invitation to move from the enthroning of the ego or of one particular nation, culture or ideology to the confident acknowledgement that God is at the heart of everything. This puts into perspective human plans of petty conquest that leads to true freedom. Then Gemma Simonds gives us an example how this transformation can take place. And he refers to the vision of the Rose Castle Foundation community in Cumbria, in the north of England. This foundation houses a remarkable community which is dedicated to interfaith peacemaking. Young people from all nations and faith communities in conflict from all around the world come to learn what is called the 12 habits of a reconciler. The Rose Castle community gives or introduces the following qualities or virtues to share. The Rose Castle community habits are hospitality, curiosity, generosity, empathy, vulnerability, humility, forgiveness, lament, gratitude, hope, stewardship and creativity. The idea is that learning to internalize and practice these virtues or habits helps us as individuals to bring about reconciliation within society. And I would like to share just a few questions for reflection. Let us find an image of the painting of God creating the sun and the moon from the Sistine Chapel. How does God look like there to you? Is this a God that you recognize either from your own personal image or that of others? This strict judging God. What would you like to say to this God? And then, how does this image contrast with the baby in the manger? What feelings and prayers arise in you as you contrast the two?